What's up, guys? Will H, and today we're going to be taking a look at the new N20 smartphone. So, big shout out to NUU for sending this over for a review. I'll drop the product purchase link down below. So, some of the features and details. This features a 6.6-inch 90Hz HD Plus display. It has an octa-core Unisoc T606 processor, 6 gigabytes of RAM, 6 gigabytes of virtual RAM, 128 gigabytes of storage, with a micro SD card slot. Features dual SIM support 4G, has a 16 megapixel and an 8 megapixel wide angle rear camera, and a 5 megapixel front facing selfie camera. It features a 3.5 millimeter audio jack as well, 5,000 milliamp hour battery, fingerprint sensor, and this is unlocked and it will work with different carriers. So those are a few of the features and details. Let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging. So here's the packaging. As you guys see, it comes in different colors. It looks like we got gray, purple, green, and pink right here. There's the name there. This side, nothing. You got NUUmobile.com right there. And then here's some of the same specs that I read off right here. You guys can see your GSM information there, different things there. And let's go ahead and get into the packaging and check this out. So I've worked with NUU on different smartphones in the past, and for budget or budget phones, they usually work pretty good. So I'm curious to see how this one works. This one's just a little bit over $100, so we'll see how it performs. So let's go ahead, get this open. So they sent me out the blue one. Whew, and it is a nice color blue, I must say. That is a beautiful color blue right there. I do like it. We'll go over the phone in a minute. So you get your SIM card, ejection tool right there. And the packaging, you're going to get your USB-A to USB-C charging cable. You get your charging brick here, which is look like a 10-watt charging cable. And you get some NUU Mobile stickers. Poison for the trolls, as one great YouTuber likes to say. You get your getting started guide here. And of course, they give you a case. So a lot in the packaging for less money. Some of these big companies need to learn from the small companies, but you pay less and get more. So here's the device here. It has a matte back on it. Here's your two cameras here. You got a 12 megapixel and an 8 megapixel wide angle camera right here. That's your flash. And I really do love the way this feels on the back of it here. So going around it, you got your volume up and down. You got your power/fingerprint sensor right here. You got your speaker grills down here. I'm not sure if both of these are speakers or not. We will test it. You got your Type-C charging port right there. You got your SIM card right here, dual SIM card tray. And then look like you got another speaker or microphone up here. And you have your 3.5 millimeter headphone jack right there. And then on the front of it, welcome to the family. We're here for you. Thank you for choosing NUU. And then they give you some barcodes and stuff right there where you can chat live if you want to. And the phone feels solid, man. It feels solid in the hand. Very nice. Here's your front-facing camera here. There is a pre-installed screen protector on here, and I'm going to leave that on. And let's go ahead and see if we can boot this up. Here's your earpiece up here. Let's boot it up and see if it has any power. I felt a vibration, and here's the boot up display. We'll boot it up to a certain point, then I'm going to put my information in and check this thing out. But let's go ahead and try the case on. Now, this isn't a fancy case, just some protection for your device. And here it is, kind of a smoke-looking case here. So you get protection out of the box. So this is not one of your flagship devices, but we're going to see how it performs, guys. So here's the boot up. It's asking if I have a QR code to scan. So I'm going to set this up, guys, and come right back, and we'll talk about it. Okay, guys, so we're back in. I put my basic information in. I haven't added any apps or anything to the device. So far, just strolling around is pretty smooth for a budget device, man. The display looks good. Minimal bezels around here. The colors look nice on the wallpaper. Feels pretty good in the hand and everything. So you get some basic wallpapers here. You don't get them many. If this, a lot of them, if this is something that's important to you, the wallpaper that was on there out of the box, you can kind of change that up, the colors of it, and you got some basic wallpapers that come here. You know, things like this right here. Um, you got these style right here. So I'll leave it on that one right there. Let's do home and lock screen right there. So there it is right there. You can change the grid, you know, 3x3, but 4x4, 5x5, whatever you want right there. You can theme this as well. And if that's something that's important to you, then you have that. Basic stuff here, pretty much stock Android. You got an FM radio here. You got new help, sound recording. Everything else is pretty much Google. So basically stock Android. Let's do the drop down. Here's your notification center. If I had any notifications, they would be there. Here are your quick toggles. You got your thing like your hotspot, flashlight, quick share, night light, things like that in there. Let's go into the settings real quick. So here's the settings menu. You guys can see here pretty much regular thing here. Let's see how much storage out of the box. So 11 gigabytes used out of 128. The system's using 9.2, apps are 1.8. So, but you do have the micro SD card where you can put one in. You can schedule this to power off. Here's your display. Let's go ahead and go in here. Adapt the brightness, time, stream time out. Let's go ahead and drop it into dark mode. That'd make it a whole lot easier to see this. You got your display size, your colors. You can go in and set your color and contrast, automatic contrast, increased contrast, standard. You can do standard, warm, or cool right there. Let's go back into, let's go down here to the stream refresh rate. So out of the box it's on automatic, but you can change it to 60 or 90. We want 90. Get the most we can out of it. Then you have your backlight power saving as well. You got your smart controls here, smart wake, lift to check phone, smart motion, and pocket mode. And you guys can see digital well-being and parental stuff there. You got your extension RAM here, so you can toggle that on, memory fusion, and then your system here. We're going to change it from these buttons: language, keyboard, date and time, backup, system update, navigation. So we want to change this from the gestures, from the three buttons to the gestures here. So you got quickly open camera, one hand mode, lift to, you know, these things here. Let's go ahead and change it to gesture navigation, which is modern times to me. So system update, there is an update available. I'd already checked that. Let's go back to about and see that this is on Android 14. Now I'm not sure if it's going to get any other updates, but here it is, Android 14, the security patch, November 5th, 2024, but I do have an update. So I'm going to take this out, use it for a while, check out the speakers, check out some videos, check out phone calls and things like that with my Mint mobile phone. So stay tuned for the next part of the video. All right, guys, so it's been about 4 days since I made the first part of the video, and I have to tell you, I'm very impressed with the NUU N20. It's a very nice device. I do love the color on the back, minimal fingerprints, and it's very lightweight and comfortable. So let's go ahead and start talking about the device. Phone calls on this were excellent. I'm using it with Mint Mobile. Did not have any drop calls. The sound quality coming out of the earpiece was great. People tell me that I sound great as well. So for using it for phone calls, it's going to be excellent. Now, just overall using this every day, looking at the display here, you do have some bezels. Kind of hard to see with my wallpaper that I have. But overall, it's been great. The 90 hertz refresh rate really helps this out a lot. The colors are very nice on it. It only has a 1600 by 720 display on it, 267 ppi. But you will see some pixelation a little bit, but as you guys see, the colors look great. And it's going to be good for doing your social medias, whether you're on Instagram, X, Facebook, Twitter, whatever you want to be on. And it's going to be excellent for that. Web browsing and reading your books and answering your emails. It's going to be great. Like I said, the 90 hertz refresh rate really makes a difference. And the colors are actually not that bad. Gets bright enough. It's not real bright, but touch sensitive and everything is great on it. So for performance on this has a 1.6 gigahertz Unisoc T606 processor, and it's been great. You get 6 gigabytes of RAM, 6 gigabytes of virtual RAM. I'm able to run multiple apps and switch between them very easily. Very little hiccups or stutter. I haven't had any shutdowns, heat ups, or anything like that. And it's been great. 128 gigabytes of storage on board. You can also add SD card in it, so you can end up with about 256 gigabytes of storage. And that should be plenty for doing things like light gaming. You can definitely do light gaming. I put some games on here. They perform excellent. I haven't tried any high graphic games or anything like that, but it's great for light gaming and passing time like that. So it has a fingerprint sensor that works great, facial ID that works great, and it also has a very strong vibration mode on it. So if you got this in your pocket or got it on the table or somewhere, it's definitely going to let you know that you got a phone call or notification coming in. So for performance, it's been excellent. So battery life, you got a 5,000 milliamp hour battery. Battery life has been great. Now that's going to be subjective. Depends on how you use your device. For me, I'm a mid to medium heavy user on this with this phone, just testing it out, and it's been great. I can't give you a number of hours, but I haven't had to charge it in the 4 days, but 1.5 times. So battery life has been great on it. Like I said, it depends on how you use your device. But the cameras, we talked about the specs on the cameras, so you're not going to get too much out of these cameras. They're good enough to take some photos and a little video. I'll drop some clips in here, let you guys see how they look. So your rear-facing cameras, they're going to be good enough to pass. And you're also going to have your front-facing selfie camera. That's okay as well. You get stereo speakers. They sound okay. Not going to blow you away, but you do have the option of a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack right there too. And you can also use Bluetooth earbuds or Bluetooth over to a speaker or something like that. Now, on your photos, one good thing about this, you do have the magic eraser feature where you can go in and take things out. It does have a little AI feature built in, so that's a good thing with your camera. Does have some great features with that as well. They're just not going to be, flagship type photos coming out of the device. But overall, I'd have to say this is a great device. And for the price, less than 200, less than 150 bucks, you can't beat this, man. Performs well, comes in this very cool blue color here, plus you can get it in these other colors right here. It's a very nice device. I would say this would be great for kids, older people, someone who doesn't need all the flagship features and stuff, man. So I'll definitely leave the product purchase link down below if you guys want to go pick this up. The NUU N20. Catch you guys in the next video. Will H. I'm out.